You know that guy you filled out the survey for? His score is B. He's a guy with promising potential, but he has work to do. Welcome to the Strong Brew, where you get answers to questions you're not supposed to ask. These are some things you may want to know about the man in your life. If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure? Will he try and use money to control you? Will he share housework or just make you do it all? In fights, when he gets angry, does he get aggressive? During intimacy, does he understand that no means no? Is he jealous, suspicious, or possessive? Will his attitude towards you change after having kids? Will he treat your parents with respect? What if you have conflicts with his parents? We tell you what you need to hear, not what you want to hear. These are things nobody else will tell you. Things that are important for your future. This is a safe space for truth. No judgment, no platitudes, no login, no payment either. Our questions are from real life, but our answers come from science. Now, I built this thing, me and my husband, and honestly, we built it and we live it. We are both Stanford grads, we both have worked at Google, and we've been happily together since 1998. Along the way, we've added a son, now 13, and 4 dogs. We are genuine folks. If you're a woman trying to understand any man in your life, here is how it works. Go to www.thestrongbrew.life. Click on the Understand a Guy button there. Answer 10 questions about him. Watch a video tailored to your guy. That's all there is to it. It is completely anonymous, no login, no payment, no games, no manipulation. This analysis is obtained by combining solid trait psychology with cutting edge AI ML. We represent each person's personality with what is known as a feature vector. This has 10 elements, so our data is effectively 10-dimensional data. In case you're wondering how we can infer so much from just 10 questions, well, 10-dimensional data is very complex. There is a lot you can learn from that level of detail.
Okay, I think that does it for the preamble. Now let's plunge in. Let's start with this guy in his career. Will he go far or just talk big?
He is unlikely to go far in his career no matter how much he talks about it. While he may have smart ideas and can speak well, he isn't someone who puts in long hours or follows routines to get ahead. You may often find him making excuses or leaving things half finished.
Can he bounce back from failure?
When things go wrong at work, he is likely to stay calm and not lose his temper or panic. He won't get dramatic or throw blame around. He is not someone who easily breaks down, but he also doesn't bounce back with new energy or big plans.
What do people at work think of him? Do they like him?
Most people at work will find him gentle and easy to be around. He doesn't like to argue or create drama, so he's rarely caught in fights or office politics. People will like him, but they might not look up to him for advice or inspiration.
If you do really well in your career, will he become insecure?
If you do really well in your career, he will genuinely be happy for you. He isn't someone who feels threatened by your success or lets jealousy get in the way. With him, your shine won't lead to fights or silent treatment. It'll be met with a warm heart and open arms.
What if you start earning more than him?
He is not likely to secretly resent you or feel insecure if you earn more than him. His sense of worth doesn't depend on being the bigger earner, and he doesn't hold old fashioned ideas about who should bring in more. Instead, he will accept it calmly and still appreciate your partnership.
Next, let's talk about how he is with money. Does he overspend? Is he reckless with money?
He may not be the most organized or strict when it comes to money. He isn't careless in a wild way, but he also doesn't pay close attention to details or make big plans for saving and budgeting. While he won't create chaos, you shouldn't expect him to drive smart money decisions on his own.
Does he show off and pretend to be richer than he is?
He is not someone who tries to show off or pretend to be richer than he really is. He usually lives within his means, choosing what feels comfortable rather than putting on a big act for others. You won't catch him buying flashy things just to impress people or falling into debt to keep up with others.
Is he too generous, too stingy, or just right?
He is quite open handed and gentle, naturally kind with people, and willing to help out when needed. He won't be tight fisted or selfish with money, and he is not someone who gets hung up on keeping everything for himself. His approach comes from warmth rather than a need to impress.
Will he use money to try and control you?
He is open and straightforward about money, not someone who hides things or plays games. You won't find him being secretive, covering up expenses, or trying to control every rupee. If you ask him about finances, he will answer honestly, even if he's not very detailed or organized.
Let's see how this guy is with sharing housework. Will he share housework or just make you do it?
He believes housework should be shared, not just left to you. He isn't stuck in old ways of thinking or stubborn about men's work and women's work. Even if he isn't the most organized or hardworking, he will try to pitch in and help when needed, especially if you ask. With him, it's more about working together and keeping peace in the home rather than strict roles and burdens.
Will he help you or just boss you around and tell you what to do?
He will really help with chores and diapers, not just stand around and point out what needs to be done. While he may need reminders sometimes, he won't act like it's just your job or pretend to help by watching. You won't find him bossing you around or sitting back while you do all the work.
Now let's see about how this guy is during fights. In fights, does he try to understand your views or just win the fight?
He will try to understand your side rather than argue just to prove he's right. When there's a disagreement, you won't find him raising his voice or stubbornly pushing his own view. He listens and shows that he values your feelings even if he doesn't have all the answers.
Does he become aggressive when angry?
When he's angry, he stays respectful and does not say hurtful things or act in an aggressive way. He isn't the type to shout, throw things, or make you feel small. His respect for you stays strong no matter how upset he is inside.
Does he have a bad temper?
No, this is not the kind of man who gets angry very quickly. He has a calm way about him and usually keeps his cool, even when things don't go his way. You won't see him lashing out or losing control over small problems.
Will he say sorry and accept his mistakes?
He can say sorry and take responsibility when he's in the wrong. He doesn't make excuses or try to twist things around to blame you. You won't face endless arguments or stubborn blame shifting with him.
Next, let's talk about intimacy and physical chemistry. During intimacy, does he respect your boundaries? Does he get that no means no?
Yes, he will respect your boundaries and genuinely understands that no means no. He is kind and wants you to feel safe and comfortable, so he won't push or argue if you set a limit. With him, you can trust that your boundaries will be honored.
If you are not in the mood for intimacy, will he react badly?
No, he's not the type to take it personally if you're not in the mood for intimacy. He understands that everyone has days when they just want space, and he won't sulk, get upset, or make you feel guilty about it. With him, you can feel safe saying not today without hurting his feelings or causing tension.
Can you trust him not to shame you or share your private moments, maybe love letters, photos, or videos, even after a breakup or a bad fight?
Yes, you can trust him to handle private moments with care. He is gentle and respectful, so he will not use anything personal you share, whether it's feelings, secrets, or moments of intimacy, to hurt or embarrass you later. Your trust is safe with him.
Is he loyal or is he likely to want to have affairs?
He is faithful and not easily distracted by other women. His caring and gentle nature means he values trust and emotional closeness with you over chasing someone new. His loyalty comes from a genuine wish to keep your bond strong and peaceful.
Will he be jealous, suspicious, and try to control you?
No, he is not over possessive or the type to act jealous, controlling, or always suspicious. His calm and kind nature means he trusts you and gives you space without making you feel watched or questioned all the time. Instead, he believes in building trust and respecting your freedom.
This guy says he is protective in a good way. Is he actually just being possessive?
No, with him, being protective is not a sign of a controlling personality. His way of caring is gentle and thoughtful. He looks out for your well being without trying to boss you around or limit your choices. Instead, his support feels more like a warm safety net, not a cage.
Now, onto the topic of kids and how this guy will be as a father. If you guys have kids, will he make you do most of the work?
He will see parenting as a team effort and won't expect you to do most of the work. Even if he's not the most organized or naturally proactive, he cares about being fair and sharing the load. If you need help with the kids, he's willing to step in and do his part, especially when you ask.
Kids are very messy. Will he lose his temper with them?
When the kids mess up or get upset, he will stay calm and handle things with patience. He doesn't easily lose his temper or shout, even if things get noisy or stressful. The children won't be afraid of angry outbursts or harsh words from him.
If you guys have kids, will he still support your career?
Yes, he will support you as both a mother and your own person. He understands that you have goals, dreams, and needs beyond just looking after the family. With him, you get space to grow and feel valued in every part of your life, not just as a caregiver.
Will this man say one thing early on, maybe while dating, and then later after kids and marriage change his tune and try to make you give up your career?
No, he is not the kind of man who will change suddenly and ask you to quit your career after having a child. He believes in fairness and respects your choices. So if he's supporting your work now, it's out of genuine care, not hidden plans. He stands by your side and values your independence as much as the family's well being.
Next, let's see how this guy treats your parents. Will he be respectful with your parents?
He will treat your parents with real warmth, not just act polite on the surface. His kindness isn't an act for good manners. He genuinely cares about people and tries to make them feel comfortable and included. You'll notice him treating them like his own family, not just as guests. He will try to adjust to your family rather than expecting them to change for him.
What if your family creates stress or interferes a bit in your lives?
If your family creates stress or interferes, he will handle it calmly rather than making things worse. He's not the type to start fights, raise his voice, or add fuel to the fire. He won't push you to choose sides or stir up more drama.
Then let's analyze the role this guy's family will play in your life. Is this man modern with you, but a completely different person when other people, say his parents or bosses, are around?
No, he's not the kind of man who acts modern with you, but expects you to suddenly be a traditional, supportive wife in front of his relatives. He values your comfort and your true self over putting on a show for others. With him, you can expect more support than strict rules about acting proper for others.
If there is tension between you and his parents, will he support you?
If there's tension, he will quietly support you rather than stay out of it or take their side. He might not be loud or dramatic in showing his support, but he will stand by you in his own gentle way, listening to you, comforting you, and helping you feel less alone. He isn't the type to abandon you or leave you feeling isolated when things get tough, and he doesn't like choosing sides in a hurtful way.
Say you have a conflict with his mother. What will this guy do?
He is not a typical mummy's boy, and while he cares for his mother, he won't blindly take her side over yours. In a conflict, he tries to keep peace and avoid big fights, but he doesn't ignore your feelings or leave you to struggle alone. With him, your needs are important, and he works to balance both relationships with kindness.
Will he share all the private details of your relationship with his mother or sister?
He is not the type to share every detail of your fights or private life with his mother or sister. He respects boundaries and understands that some things should stay just between the two of you. He values your privacy and works to protect it, which is a strong foundation for your partnership.
Now let's zoom out and put it all together.
So, overall, this guy gets a B. He's a guy with potential, but he has work to do to live up to it. Being in a relationship with this man feels gentle, steady, and full of quiet warmth. Each day, you can expect calm support rather than big drama or harsh words.